I don't imagine too many black people in Colorado. I don't know why. I'm just saying.
Nobody that stays. You end up either stuck in Colorado or you just traveling. It's either two options. Yeah. But recently, I don't know. I want to talk about this. I had a show this Saturday. Supposed to be this Saturday.
Yeah. Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, it got canceled.
Oh, damn. My bad.
But it's got rescheduled for November. But I mean, COVID is rearing its ugly face once again.
Here it is. It's coming back.
Not a matter of one of the performers, having COVID, but somebody, I guess, who would have been there. And also the numbers in that area went up. So
man,
they're just taking it easy, slowing it down. But I don't know.
As soon as comedy starts to pick up just a little bit of steam,
right.
Here comes a new variant. Here comes mask mandate is coming back.
It seemed like, so for those who don't know, I don't know. I'm not the most outgoing man. Sometimes I stay under my rock. It seems you have more information about what's happening on right now as far as mask mandates. Yes. What have you heard so far?
I heard that the mask mandates are coming back in a bunch of states. And this new variant is more powerful than the original.
Okay.
And they're saying if you're vaccinated, you can still get sick. Now they're saying, you can still get sick. We didn't say you couldn't.
We didn't say that. We didn't say
that. All right, with the new variant, if you vaccinated, if you get sick, you won't be as sick as everybody else.
Right. You're going to cough once, not twice. We got it. You heard it here live first on C2C. Indy, we're going to keep plugging it. Even though it's in the back, we're going to keep plugging it.
Apparently, if you got the vaccination in your body, you'll have a better chance of fighting off coronavirus. So basically, everybody's about to get sick.
Right. There's no sacred cow.
Basically, everybody is about to get sick. So you need to get the vaccine just so you won't be as sick.
I saw a notification that said the people who are vaccinated have either the same amount of chances as carrying it as people who are not.
Yep.
Either that or, I've heard other stuff like super carriers and all that kind of stuff, but it kind of makes me feel good about not getting it. If I'm being completely honest, I'm like, see, that's the shit I was talking about. That's the shit. That's the reason why.
I got no problem admitting I got the vaccination. You know what I mean? Right. I didn't get erections. No, I'm not supposed to. I got the vaccination. Nothing happened, so I'm relaxed. I'm chilling. Nothing's really bothering me. I'm still careful. I still wear my mask, and like I said, eventually, I guess we all gonna get it. You just got to be prepared for it when it happens.
Yeah. Turner, my bad. I don't know if I was cutting you off.
No, I was just going to say, I know, this is a podcast about comedy,
right.
And things that's funny. It's nothing funny about coronavirus, you know what I mean, all the deaths, but
yeah, it is.
There's some things that's funny about coronavirus, man.
Right.
There's something, like when you in the grocery store or you just hanging out and somebody's like, you be like.
Right. You look right over.
You glance at him. You don't want to be having sex with a shorty and she, you be like, what?
Yo, that's crazy, son.
I don't want no coughing during sex. I don't want no itching. Just lay there. Well, don't just lay there. I'm just saying. Don't.
So I have an interesting question. You don't have to answer it. You know what I mean? We ain't trying to get all in your personal life. Is that now a question that you have to ask when you're dating somebody or about to get physical? You got to run them through the questionnaire?
Yeah, that crap. I put that in my set a little bit.
Did?
I put that in my set. I said, nobody's worrying about the real stuff. All that. AIDS just took a back seat. AIDS just took a back seat, man. This is like you go on a date and you be like, yo, have you been tested? And she be like, oh, yeah, I'm HIV negative. You be like, no, bitch, have you been tested for corona?
I'm talking about the now shit. I'm talking about the now.
Not that 1980 shit. Right now. So, yeah, I mean, that's a. I wonder if other people are thinking about that. I wonder if people out here dating, man. Are people out here dating right now? Are you dating?
I think people. Yeah, people are dating. I've gone on some dates. Not a lot. I've talked to people. I've been on a few, and I do mean a few dates. But
was she masked up the whole time?
Nah. That was nah. She wasn't masked up.
Once again, I want to say this again for people who was watching. I got 6 on my live.
All right.
There's other people watching. I hope, but the web. Go to YouTube. C2C Indie Radio.
Go on there.
C as in cat. The number 2 C. Indie Radio. That's the YouTube channel. You'll see what this green screen is about. You'll be able to see everything. Call in, c2cindieradio.com. Download the app. Call in. You can hear yourself.
315
Yep.
925 7262.
Once again, area code 315-925-7262. Call in, get something off your chest, or just call in and say hi. Show some support.
It's no pressure.
You know?
We just here to make people laugh, talk about some interesting stuff, and
things that make me laugh, things that make you laugh.
Yeah, just keep life going, man.
Yeah, you have to. Because once we go back in lockdown, it's a wrap.
Oh, damn, you said that with certainty.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people broke up because of coronavirus.
I heard
there's a lot of divorces. The divorce rate went up. A lot of people broke up and got out their relationship. So now I'm thinking, I wonder what they're thinking about now. Like, it's about to come back again. Oh. They thought it was a chance for them to get free and break loose. Now the corona's coming back. Now I wonder if they think they made a big mistake. Now they're trying to call them like, okay, I think.
Right.
Because I'm telling you.
You still got that couch? I was sleeping on during COVID.
I'm telling you. That lockdown ain't no joke when you ain't got nothing to do.
Right.
Call coming in.
We got
a call. First call. All right, that's about 8 minutes in. That's a new record.
That's what's up. Who's calling in? Yo, my family's in the building. Venice, what's going on? Facebook Live. Detroit's in the house.
What's going on, y'all?
She didn't call in. I'm saying that's who's on my Facebook Live.
Can you hear us?
Caller, what's good? What's good?
What's good? Hey, but that nigga said when you in the store and you hear somebody...
Yo,
that's what's up.
Trying to get mad. I said, I thought I was laughing.
Yo,
when you said that.
Who is it? Who we talking to right now?
Little do you know you actually talking to somebody that works there.
Oh, really? What's going on?
Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
Yeah, man.
What's going on? This case.
I appreciate you.
KJ Slade, man.
Yes. Shout out. What's going on?
Appreciate you
calling in. Yeah, getting that off your chest.
Yeah, no doubt.
How's your day going, man?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. It's hot out. You know what I mean? I might go to this Nas concert tonight, but it's.
Oh wow! Yeah,
where that's at?
Free too.
Oh no, ain't no mic. You gotta go to that before we go on lockdown again.
Yeah,
you gotta go to that. You have to take video, get on your Facebook Live, all that.
Gotta take these opportunities as they come.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that.
We ain't have them last year, you know what I mean? So it's free. It's at the state fair.
You can't be
state
free.
Fair?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna definitely go. I'm gonna
can't
be out
free.
There.
That's what's up. You taking a shorty tonight, bro?
My mama, that don't count.
Oh, okay. Hey, well, you get brownie points either way.
Brownie points, bro.
You get respect points for that. That's what's up.
Oh yeah, appreciate that.
Nah, he said, you can't be free besides these vaccinations. I ain't playing with that. They can have it. I don't even care.
Hey, man.
Yeah. I know a lot of people think like that too. So it's personal preference, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got to do what's right for you.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
hey, thank y'all for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Hey,
no doubt.
And you are the second caller, man. Congratulations
you
so
so
far.
much.
First
Appreciate
caller
you
today.
calling
We
in.
appreciate you, man.
Awesome. I win a prize or.
No, you just get acknowledged. You just get acknowledged.
If you ever see me out fishing, I'll give you a couple of lures. If you ever see me out fishing, that'd be a prize.
All right. Right.
Look.
All right, dope.
All right, Joe. All right, peace.
Appreciate you, bro.
Podcast, man. I like what y'all doing.
Thanks,
thank you,
bro.
Man. Appreciate that. Look, I wish I could show this. I wish I could show this to everybody. My sister just commented. Who y'all talking to? We can't hear them.
Oh yeah, right.
You gotta go on the website, man.
Hey, man.
Go to YouTube. C2C Indie Radio is the YouTube channel, or download the app.
Yeah.
C2CIndieRadio.com. That's where you'll be able to hear the caller. You need to download it so you can call in. I'm gonna tell y'all something about my sister real quick. I love her. I love her to death. I love her to death. But she was a bully. She was a bully growing up. She used to bully. She used to really bully me growing up.
Right.
She was very tough. She knocked out a lot of boys. She fought a lot of boys. And she used to bully me. But she didn't beat me up though. She didn't punch on me. You know what I'm saying? Right. She didn't choke me and cut me with a no. Yeah, She used to make me sniff the couch cushion when company left the house. She used to make me sniff the couch cushion when company left the house.
Dang, son. That's when you're trying to leave a mark.
What kind of... You are the reason why I have a good sense of smell. Shout out.
She enhanced you. Enhanced his abilities. It's freaking, that's family for you, man. I remember I grew up in a big family. I'd say four boys, one girl.
Oh, wait, you got more brothers?
Yeah, it's three.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
I thought it was just you and I thought it was just you, Miracle, and your other brother, and he in Carolina, right?
Yeah. No, it's four boys, one girl. I remember one time, they put me in like a freaking, you know how you take a laundry out and you put the little hamper and stuff like that?
Yeah.
They put me in the hamper and threw me down the steps. I'm not sure what kind of level of abuse that is, but
I've seen that before.
That's what we called entertainment at that point.
You look back at it like, I could have died. I could have broke my neck.
All right.
Unnecessary hospital bills.
Freaking risking our life, man. We got another caller?
Another caller? Oh.
All right. That's two in one day. All right.
Live, they can hear you.
Yo, what's up, caller? What up? Who are we talking to?
TorrAnce Jaxn with you.
Oh, that's my nephew.
Oh, that's your nephew? Okay. That's what's up.
My nephew. Yo, Neff. Everybody is Neff on the phone.
Yeah.
Deshaun Richardson, a.k.a. Neff. My nephew,
What's
10
up?
years old.
Shout
What's
out,
going
man.
on, buddy? How you doing?
And
What are you doing? Why are you calling me in the middle? Shouldn't you be studying? What's going on? What's going on right now? What are you doing at home?
nothing much.
Did you get your mother? Did you get your mother to download the app or look at it on the computer? Y'all watching the video now?
Yeah.
C2C Indie Radio
Oh,
on
that's
YouTube.
what's up, man. What color is my shirt? Let's freaking see if he really watching this shit. No, I'm just playing, man.
Your shirt?
Yeah, what color is this? What color is this hoodie? If you really watching.
Yeah, but damn, I didn't know he was gonna ask me about that. No, I'm just.
White.
No.
I'm playing with you. I'm playing with you, man.
All right, man. We got to get back to the show. Thanks for calling in, little dude, man. I'm gonna see you when I get back.
Appreciate you, man.
All right.
All right, peace.
So
Shout out
this
to my
is,
little nephew calling in.
yeah, man.
You should have called in because you know what I'm gonna say. We can't hear the caller anyway.
But yeah, man. On this podcast, we do like to talk about comedy since we are two stand-up comedians.
Yes, sir.
Give you a different perspective on comedy, maybe things you're not aware on.
My fault, real quick.
Thank you.
For the new people, introduce yourself.
Oh yeah,
again. You know
Let's
what
do
I mean?
that. My name's Mike Terry. Syracuse, born and raised, been doing comedy for a little while now. Off and on, little holes in my timeline, but it's been close to. I don't even like to say 10 years, but close to that. It's been started around 2010, and I've been doing it since then. I don't know if I got to go through all that again.
No, you
I've
good.
been performing
Little light
for a little
bio.
while, and it's fun. And this is my co-host, Mr. Jaxn. Go ahead and let him know.
Mr. Jaxn, formerly Mr. Jaxn. I'll just go
My
by
bad.
Jaxn now, but it's all good.
Still adjusting,
And,
bro. It's
I'm Detroit born, Syracuse raised. Been
All
doing
right.
comedy for about 8 years now, off and on. Be hosting that Funny Bone, doing shows around New York State, a couple shows in Pennsylvania. Everything stopped once coronavirus hit, but we still here. We got the podcast. Shout out Ken and Mike,
praise God.
C2C
Yeah.
Radio. And here we are, and this is our podcast. So that's a quick little brief bio and background on us.
Yeah, man. We like to
it's
talk about
comedy.
different things, though. Like I said,
Comedy.
we want to talk about comedy. Give you guys a different point of view. Maybe something you don't know. Maybe sides you don't see. But I wanted to get it started by asking, like, as a comedian, when did you start timing, like recording every single set, as far as having to watch and then hitting record on every single set? Because I know when I first started, for me, it was just about getting my 5 jokes down. You know what I mean? It wasn't always about timing,
Right.
but you know what I mean. You have your own experience. So when did you start timing?
Well, for me personally, it took, at least 3.5 years, because I didn't even want to see myself. I didn't want to see myself on camera.
Okay.
I wasn't thinking about the mechanics behind comedy, as far as like, there's a lot of stuff people don't know. When a comedian grabs the microphone, you should take the mic stand and put it behind you, so nobody's staring at the mic stand. You know what I mean?
Right,
You
right.
You want to be as close to the audience as possible. want to hold the microphone in a way that everybody can hear you and everything's coming out clear.
Right.
If you got to watch, you want to set your timer. So it took a while, man. I had to watch a lot of comedy and just remember Jonathan. He was kind of helpful.
Yeah.
At Wise Guys.
Yeah,
so I said it took about 3.5 years for me to finally start. Set my timer, then record myself and watch. Cause I used to cringe. I used to watch watch myself perform, and I just be like, turn it off.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
I'll delete it immediately.
That's how I am about certain performances, especially my first one. I think I talked about that on the last episode where it was good enough as a first time performance. Like I really don't enjoy watching it now, but it's I don't know. Yeah, the less said about that, the better. But for me, I think I don't know. I feel like I had 2 stints in comedy, so to speak. So for example, like 2010 I started, and then around 2015, 2016, I kind of slowed down as far as how consistently I was doing.
Yep, I remember.
And then I think I was doing it for maybe, I don't know, it was real spotty. But when I came back about 2017, I know, like, we had Funny Bone in full bloom. Jaxn was hosting. And I remember one thing they let me know, like, start recording, get a watch, and start timing your sets. That way, you know what I mean? You don't have to wait for the light. You actually know where you are. It's one of those things that's interesting. It's like, damn, why ain't I think of it this whole time? But, it's been a little longer, I guess, if we're thinking time-wise. Probably, I guess that'd be like 7 to 8 years.
All right. Yeah, I remember when you first came back and you was using a watch and stuff. Yeah, I remember. I feel like my voice ain't deep enough talking to you, man. I feel like I need to do
That's that freaking,
I guess
that's freaking bass. I had that since.
I guess if I talk like Barack,
right.
maybe I could compete.
Right.
I'll just talk like Barack Obama, then.
Right. Nah, man. People used to make fun of my voice in middle school. I think that's when it started. I started getting a little more and more bass in my voice. Started getting little facial hair. The freaking what is it? Not chin strap. I forget what you call this. The sideburns and all that stuff didn't connect until like 2 years after high school. So I had to earn that. But
yeah, my mustache was like when I came out of high school, it was like somebody took a Sharpie and went.
It was.
The hell was that? I look at my old pictures like, why didn't I just shave that off?
He got shaped up by a ninja. It was quick in them. Nah, man. But yeah, doing comedy, man, you do a lot of different venues. If you're somebody who's freaking out here consistently, looking for the opportunities, looking for new open mics. Syracuse has had a couple staples, I'll say. Couple staples like Wise Guys downtown. There was a short stint at Generation Next.
Shout out Ken.
Shout out Kenneth Rouser, 1 and 2, the son and the father. Shout out both of them dudes, man.
Also, the other kid, the own Generation Next.
The owner.
Yeah, man.
I don't know his last name, but the dude had, I don't know. It was cool. I remember the entry to that when we were first finding out. They were kind of, to a degree, hyping it up. Like, yeah, man, they gonna record us every week. They gonna freaking, we gonna have commercials. I remember some dudes saying that, but now I was in full belief. But it turned out well. I'm trying to stay on track. My point for bringing all this up was there's certain places in Syracuse where we were able to do comedy, open mics consistently. Mm-hmm. After Giorgio days, after Wise Guys, in 2014, we had a open mic at Giorgio Days. And then there was also one at Funk and Waffles on SU.
Oh, yeah, Funk and Waffles.
I can go ahead and tell you, but first I'm gonna let Jaxn give you his experience, and then I'll give you my experience. Because what's your point of view? How was it for you doing stand-up comedy at Giorgio Days and at Funk and Waffles? What was your experience?
So you're talking about crowds for open mics, or
I'm talking about generally, but however you want to attack it, I'll try to You gonna give your point of view?
And which one?
George O'Days and then Funk and Waffles on SU.
Oh, well, George O'Days. George O'Days was mostly comedians.
Right.
Every now and again you get, because they had a separate room from the bar. That's the big thing about open mics.
Right.
If you have a separate room away from the bar, that's perfect. Yes, that's perfect. But when your open mic is right in the area of all the traffic,
right,
man, you should just be up there performing for yourself. You should be working on some stuff that you need to get right in your act. But O'Days was pretty cool. O'Days was chill because the room was separate, like I said. You'll get people that will walk over and check you out, drink their beer, laugh. And comedians would be there. And it was like you could work your material. You know, you get positive reinforcement from your jokes.
Right.
Then you go to Funk and Waffles on the U. And nobody's paying attention. It's why am I up here? Like halfway through your set, you be like, why am I doing this? Did I make the right life decision? Like, do I really want to do comedy? People would literally just be like this, doing work.
Right.
You got people on the computer, people on their laptop.
Right.
Nobody's paying. You got separate conversations. They right there. 4 people right here talking. Right. 3 people right there talking. Halfway through your jokes, you're like, Christine! Like somebody just called them for a waffle. You're like, what is going? It smelled delicious in there. Like you confused. There's too much confusion going on, man.
A lot of activity.
But like I said, it was a great place to get your comedy skin thick.
Yeah. What does that mean when you say it? I don't know if everybody else has a different meaning when they say it, but when you say getting your skin thick in this life of comedy, what does that mean to you?
Okay, getting your skin thick in comedy, my definition of getting your skin thick in comedy is dealing with hecklers, dealing with people not paying attention, dealing with outside things that might happen. You might be doing a comedy show and a waiter might drop a whole tray of glasses. And now everybody's attention is on the waiter. You got to figure out how to bring them back. Right. If they're not coming back, you got to learn how to eat that. If you didn't have a good set that night or that day or that afternoon, you got to learn how to eat that. You can't dwell on it. You can't dwell on what went wrong. Dang, they wasn't laughing. Right. You can't look at all the negative stuff. You got to look at, okay, what can I do to better myself in that situation? That's getting your skin thick. That's if you really want to get your skin thick, I would say, honestly, do a black crowd.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
perform in front of some black people and your skin will get thick real quick.
Not your family and cousins. We're talking about strangers.
Not your family. I'm talking about complete strangers. Because our patience level is like,
right.
And black crowds judge you quick, man. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. You got to be ready with black people.
You know you're about to have a tough night in front of a black audience when as soon as you grab the mic, somebody shouts out, we ain't come here for no bullshit.
Yo, facts.
Come here, be funny, nigga. You be like, damn, the pressure. Right off the gate.
Facts. But the best thing about...
I ain't even introduced myself yet. You just going to shout that out?
But the best thing about black crowds is, if you keep coming, you keep coming, you show them, like, yo, this is what I do, and this is what I want to do. Right. They be like, all right, let's give a nigga a chance, man. All right, come on. So, what about you? What's your definition of getting the thick skin?
We gonna circle back to that. That opened up a different gate, but I'm gonna answer that question as far as skin thick. Yeah, it's not too. Pardon me. My definition isn't too far off. It's just not being phased when you don't get the reaction that you want. You know, whether it's like the laugh, but also being comfortable in uncomfort when it comes on stage. Whether it's you walking them through a joke and you know, all right, the first minute, you know what I mean, they might cringe a little bit, but I'm gonna be good. For me, that's having your skin thick. And that's a bill collector calling me who will never get paid. I don't know why they can't take the hint. But back on the subject, yeah, it's just is having that, I call it comedy confidence, where it's like, you know what, I know I'm talented. I know, just not letting that stuff phase you. When you go for a joke and they don't laugh, or you know what I mean, you don't get the reaction you want, it not breaking you down to where you say, fuck it, I'm done. Yeah. You just keep powering through it. Yep. You still believe in yourself.
You gotta power through.
And yeah, I would say for me, Funk and Waffles was definitely a place where I got my comedy skin thick. I mean, Georgia days to a degree, but more so Funk and Waffles for me. Let me just answer. Yeah, no. Yeah, and then I'll talk about my experience. So Georgia days, yeah, once again, it was mainly comedians there. We might get a couple walk-ins or something like that. And it was it was a bar, you know what I mean? But Funk and Waffles was, if you don't know what a Funk and Waffles is, it's a little waffle house. Little, you know what I mean? Little coffee and waffle shop. And there was a college vibe where the Georgia days was a bar. So it was like, you know, just freaking adults for the most part. But, let me not get too off touch.
Kids
talk
would show
about
up?
the last, yeah. Kids was,
Waffles. Children would show up at Funk and Waffles.
yes, I remember
With the
that.
parents, you'd be like, oh man.
Sometimes you be performing in front of families and stuff like that. But yeah, shout out Corey Smithson, man. He's
Corey.
He used to be the host there. I would say the most consistent host, as far as I know, at Funk and Waffles. He was one of the first guys who I would what is it? He would do something where the joke didn't go over, and then he would say something, and then he would get the laugh. He was one of the first guys I've seen do that.
Ad-libber?
Ad-lib. That's the name for it. Yeah. And then the more I saw him do it, and I saw like the success with that, and I'm like, well, it's pretty cool. It's like his own thing. And then, you know, I would see that, and I would try to have my own comebacks and stuff like that. Like, all right, let me see if that works for me and stuff like that. And then I think one I would tell a joke and then it didn't work, and then I would say something like, it got a laugh last week or something like that, and then you'd get people to start opening up and laughing or something like that. A little self-deprecating. I hope he doesn't hate me for that, but in my mind, I see it as you see tools that'll help you to be a better comedian, and you know, the ones that work for you, you apply them, and it helps you grow, your talent grow, your confidence grow, and I feel like that's something important that you need to do.
And I remember actually when I first started doing comedy, actually a joke wouldn't go over, and I'd be like, ha! You adjust the collar like,
Right.
You've never seen me do this.
It's hot now.
Woo!
Right.
Be like, oh shit, I'm sweaty. Like, get that skin thick.
Right, man. Yeah, there's different reactions, man. Different reactions to when the joke doesn't go over. Let me get off that topic, man.
I like how you just said, I'm done with that topic.
But yeah, black and white crowds, man. Let's go back to that. I definitely feel like there's a difference.
Oh, a big difference.
As far as performing stand-up comedy.
A huge
in
difference.
front of white crowds and black crowds. So I'm gonna ask it in a question. What is the difference? I know you kind of glossed over it, but we're addressing that head on as a question. What is the difference in your point of view?
My point of view.
In your point of view, between performing in front of black crowds and white crowds, and when did you notice the difference?
Oh, yes, there's a difference, and this is just me.
I'm just asking you. I'm just asking you.
Same way, but black crowds want you to be funny now.
Right now.
Right now. The first thing out of your mouth, I say, ha! Like, you got to be ready now.
Right.
White crowds are a little more patient. They talking shit. Oh, don't get me wrong. They talking shit in their head, though. It's not coming out. But the body language might say it. You know, you get the...
Dude with his arms folded.
Whisper something. You be like, uh-oh.
Right.
Like, uh-oh. I noticed it immediately.
Right.
Here's an example. I was hosting at Funny Bone.
Right.
Or I think it was Mike Epps, or it was a black crowd or whatever.
Shout out Mike Epps.
So I try to do jokes when I host at Funny Bone locally.
Right.
When I'm at home, I do local jokes. I don't care what nobody think. I do local jokes because I don't want the headliner to take one of my premises. It has happened twice at Funny Bone.
Gotta be careful.
So I do local jokes when I'm in Syracuse.
Right.
But I try to give myself some props because when you host, the show is not about you, it's about them. So I'll introduce and say, yo, welcome to the show. We got a great show for y'all. We got such and such. Y'all give it up for them. They start clapping. Right. I'm like, we got such and such. Y'all get up with them. We got your headliner building, and they go crazy, blah, blah. And I'll be like, yeah, and I'm going to be your host tonight. My name's Jaxn. Crickets. Straight crickets. You can hear a mouse fart.
Right.
So I try to play well. I'm like, oh, word is always like that? Y'all can't show me no love, man. I'm from here, man. I'm from Syracuse. I saw somebody in the crowd go,
oh, damn.
I said, yo, you can hear somebody over at the other table. Girl, I told you I saw him at Walmart. He be like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Dang.
I thought I was funny.
That's that hometown love right there.
Yo. But white crowds, they're a little more accepting, though. They, like I said, they sit there and they got their arms folded, and they'll just give you that. You ever get that little awkward smile when a white person's uncomfortable? They just.
Right. Yeah.
That's it. You look out in the audience, you get a bunch of those smiles like.
There's been times where I've been performing and I'm going through a joke and it's like the audience member wants to believe in it. Like he wants to believe that it's going to be funny and it doesn't land the way I think and I see like the disappointment and I'm like.
You got to stop looking at them.
Right. Next thing you know, you look back over, they got their phone out and you're like, damn, he gave up.
Yeah, it's over.
He gave up on me.
I did a show. It was a black crowd. It was like a bar show.
Right.
And I was hosting once again, and I'm like, y'all ready to get the show started? It was like, yeah. I was like, yo, y'all ready to get the show started? Doing the back was like, we said yeah.
Oh, damn. I'm not really asking you.
It's crazy, man.
Right. That's the thing.
What about you?
Yeah, for me, it's not too far off. There's definitely a difference. Like I'll say, I describe it as like white people give you more chances. That's the way I describe it. Like it's 3 strikes and you're out. Like you got 3 jokes.
Shout out, man. Shout out Waiters, Norfolk State in the house. What up, kid?
Hey, shout out,
Leon.
man.
What's going on, Leon?
On the Instagram, the Facebook Live. Yeah. So white crowds and black crowds. Damn, where was I going with this?
When did you notice the difference?
Yeah, notice the difference. I'll say when I noticed the difference was when I started performing. I was performing at Wise Guys along with Jaxn, and we were performing. We had another open mic at Generation X. Wise Guys was a white crowd, mainly white crowd. You might get a couple of sprinkles in there every now and again, and then freaking Generation X was just all black crowd.
Oh yeah.
So I noticed, like, going at the open mics. All right, my first joke don't land. They still with me somewhat. And then second joke don't land. All right, I need to have my third one on point. And then, you know what I mean? There's like 3 strikes and you're out. After 3 strikes, they give up. You might get them back. But when I went to Generation Next, I noticed, oh, no, they want the jokes right now. I went over there with that same approach that I'm going to just try out my new jokes, and they did not have it. They did not freaking have it.
I don't know. I don't mean to cut you. It's starting to piss me off a little bit, man. Black people, man. Black crowd, stop, man. Stop. And it's open mic.
Right.
That means we are practicing jokes. They think it's a comedy show. Like, we practicing this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you tell 2 jokes you practice and working on, they don't land. Oh, this nigga corny, man.
Right.
They start drinking beer. Next thing you know, it's spreading all over the town. Like, oh, he do comedy? They do whack. I saw him at the bar. He was at the bar. Yo, he was corny. I was practicing. Like, I was practicing, bro.
You gotta kind of beat that in the.
It's crazy.
I hate to say black people's head.
Yes,
man.
And then they'll come
when
up
it comes
to
open mic.
you just touched the nerve. You touched the nerve. And then when you do your real stuff at Funny Bone and people laughing, they come up to you at the end of the show. Yo, man, you came a long way. You be like, bitch, I was practicing. Like, man, you done came a long way. You is funny. You be like, this motherfucker, I don't put you in the back of your head.
That's the thing, though, man. Like, we get it, though, black audience. We get it. We understand that you don't want to come out the house and not have a good time. We understand it. We receive the information. It's in there. But there's a freaking process to this.
And stop leaving your Henny bottles in Funny Bone, man. If you gonna sneak your liquor in, take it back out. Right. Like, yo, mad little Henny bottles left over after the Mike Ep show.
Yo. That sounds like the right show to leave your Henny bottle at. I don't know. It seems like it has endorsements or something. But that's when I noticed the difference, man. I remember one show, this was back in like 2012, I think. Maybe 2011, 2012. I remember.
Shout out Miracle. What's going on? She's watching.
Oh, what's going on? I'll tell you guys this story. So Jaxn was there too, along with other comedians. I think Ike Buzz was there.
Oh, shout out Ike Buzz.
It's the one where we were like smoking in the cypher. This is the story about when I noticed, all right, I shouldn't smoke before I perform. Shout out Kenneth Rouser.
Kenneth Rouser, where you at, man?
They were both there. Also, Rasta McNasty. How can I forget about him?
Earl.
So yeah, before this, I would just go up on stage sober, have my jokes or whatever, once in a while. And then on this day, we went to Generation X. We're outside. It's probably like 15 minutes before the mic starts, and blunts are being passed, and we're all enjoying it. And as far as I know, one person has one, another person has another. I think we got halfway through, and then the third one was lit. Long story short, after everybody smoked to their fill, the mic starts. Everybody's going through the pace. I think I was on number 3 or number 5 that night. And I'm not tripping. I'm not bugging out. I'm performing, and I think I'm like a minute and a half into my set, and I'm halfway through my joke, and I forget everything. Like everything. I'm blank.
Oh, the blank mind.
I'm completely blank.
Oh, that happened to me before.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm in the middle of emotion, though. I'm in the middle of emotion in the joke. Everything's blank, and I'm looking around at the audience, and maybe thinking that they won't notice, but it really felt like 3 minutes. It felt like 3 solid minutes of me just sitting there trying to remember. And then I heard a young lady scream out, "Oh, he tipsy as fuck." I was like, damn. This wasn't the move. This wasn't the move. Then I remembered everything, finished the joke to no laughter, and decided to walk off. That was my...
Man.
That was...
You got your skin thick that night.
Yeah.
You got your skin extra thick that night.
I would say...
you learned a lesson.
Yeah, learned a lesson. Don't take this junk what is it, frivolously?
Yo, as you say that,
respect the stage, if you will.
There's one person out here that I know in Syracuse that don't have to do no practicing. He don't got to write nothing down. He'll come grab the microphone, and he going to make at least 75% of the crowd laugh, and that's shout out Black Mel, the hood star. Black
that
Mel.
dude funny, man.
I don't know if I don't know if he's listening. Shout out Austin. Shout out Java.
I ain't seen that
Black
dude in a minute.
Black Mel, if you out there, I'm always rooting for you, bro. You need to keep writing or keep trying to perform, man. Black Mel, look him up. Black Mel, the hood star.
Hit us up on freaking Instagram. Mike Terry 7, MrJaxn 1.
Yep, MrJaxn 1.
Maybe we can have you on the podcast one day. We figure out where the hell you at. Something, man.
Once again, go to the YouTube channel, C2C.
Yes.
C as in cat, 2C. C2C Indie Radio. On YouTube, type that in. That's the YouTube channel. You'll be able to see this live. You'll be able to see the phone number. You'll be able to see what's going on the green screen. Once again, my Facebook Live is me back behind the scenes. This isn't the actual podcast, all right? It's on C2C Indie Radio on YouTube, or download the app, c2cindieradio.com. The podcast is under comedy and poetry section. Shout out Ken. Shout out Mike.
We getting
C2C
through it.
Indie Radio.
Yeah, and if anybody knows Black Mel, tag him in it or something like that.
Black
Comment.
Mel. Miracle, if you know Black Mel, tag him in this, man, for real. He's a funny dude. I'm always rooting for him.
Yeah, different things though, man. Different things.
Right. I like that. We got a little. Mike Terry's got a little artillery. We was checking out. Okay,
Ask a little question, man, because we are in different times than 2010. This is the pandemic era, so to speak. You can call it that. And we've come across a couple people. I would definitely say I have, who have started doing comedy like 2020. You know what I mean? Before COVID. Some people in the midst of COVID. Some people right now.
That's a great...
Mr. Jaxn. I have to ask you, like, how would Mr. Jaxn? I keep calling you Mr. It's freaking hard, bro. You just switched your name in the middle of freaking knowing you, and it changed everything.
I told people. I gave y'all the backstory on why I don't call myself Mr. Jaxn no more, but it's all good. I mean, I still got to rock with it because it is on my arm.
Right. But to the question, how would Mr. Jaxn start doing comedy in 2021?
I have to answer this question from the perspective as I already been doing comedy. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
I can give you some horrible.
We might have a caller.
Can you hear me?
We got a caller?
Yep, you got a call.
Yo, we got a caller. What's up? What up, caller? Who we talking to?
Let me put her on.
Yo, what up? Who we talking to?
Hi, this is Jackie.
Hey, what's up, Jackie? How you doing?
Jackie?
What up? Welcome to the podcast. We still don't have a name for it yet.
Oh yeah, comment some names, people.
Did you have a comment, or did you just want to say hi, or you want to get something off your chest? You can say whatever you want. No restrictions, no holds barred.
I'm calling to support, the C2C family. And I guess I could ask you guys, I got 3 questions written down.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you addressed these last week. Sorry, I missed the show. But
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, okay. So why did you guys choose comedy over anything else that you could have done?
That's a good question.
You want to answer that first?
Yeah. So my what do you call it? My road to comedy, if you want to say it that way. So I was in high school. Ninth grade, made the basketball team. 10th grade, made the basketball team, and then just got cut. Wasn't making it work for the team, I guess. Long story short, tried some other stuff. It wasn't working. And somebody had told me a while ago in middle school, if you want to have a purposeful life or a happy life, you want to live a happy life, find out what you love to do, what you would do for free, and find a way to get paid for it. And I was like, I like making people laugh. I like putting smiles on faces and stuff like that. So long story short, I heard that they had a talent show at my high school. And I'm trying to not spend too much time on this because I know you got 2 more questions on the go. Talent show at high school. I had a funny teacher who made me laugh. I asked them, hey, could you help me write some jokes, get my first set, on the go. Did the talent show. It was terrible to my standards today, but it was good enough to where I was like, I need to see if this is something I want to do. I need to try this again. So came back stronger the next year. Actually had 3 jokes instead of 1. Made some people laugh. I was like, I'm not sure yet. I did it the 3rd time. I had a whole 5 minutes. People was looking forward to it. I got a solid reaction from the crowd, and now I was like, all right, this is what I want to do. That was my road to comedy. How was your road?
My road to comedy was just simply going to a Funny Bone in 2009. I saw Earthquake in Virginia Beach Funny Bone. He had the crowd dying. I was looking around. I had to step outside my body. I was looking around. I was looking at everybody laugh. I was like, yo, This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I went outside and I watched everybody walk outside, wiping tears, high-fiving, hugging. Wow. I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to put people in a good mood. So that's my road to comedy. That's why I do it.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. You still there, Jackie? I'm sorry.
I'm here.
What's your next question?
Yes. Are there any topics that are off limits for comedians?
Oh, are you talking about generally, or you're talking about us individually that we wouldn't talk about?
Well, I know what she's talking about.
Okay, yeah.
For comedians.
Nothing's off limits. Long as you can make it funny, long as you can make it acceptable and funny, nothing's off limits. Nothing. You can make it funny somehow, some way, but you better make it funny or you're going to lose the crowd quick.
Right. Some people got that, man.
I don't do politics and religion. I don't know about you.
Yeah, at this point I don't. Mm-hmm. No, yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes I've heard, what is it? Bernie Mac said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yep.
So I take that approach with comedy. But to answer the question, for comedy, for comedians, no, there's people will say that. I've heard people say, especially in early years, first year doing comedy, I've heard the people who are running the open mic say, these are the things you shouldn't be talking about, and they name cancer, they name, HIV, stuff like that.
I remember that.
Yeah, and but once you've gone through the grind and you are, you're a freaking comedian, if you're able to make it work, go for it. But you got to remember, for the most part, I can't speak for everybody, but the general intention of a stand-up comedian is to go out on stage and make people laugh or make them think. But more than anything, it's to make you laugh. I feel like that's being forgotten in the world we live in now. And then you had a third question. I feel like I gave you way too much information on that one.
Last question. Top 3 comedians for each of you.
Oh,
Mike, you go first.
why are you throwing me under the bus so fast? Nah, all right. You gotta put Richard Pryor up there. That's number one.
What's your top 3? Okay.
I've always put Cosby too. That's just, but I the third is the one I'm having trouble with because like these past years I've done a lot more looking up stand-up comedy. Damn. I have to think about somebody who's funny enough to make me laugh during depression. That has to be. Oh man, I don't want to spend all day on this. Let me see. All right, let me just
so you
choose.
got 2.
Yeah, so Richard Pryor 1, Cosby 2, 3. I feel like I can't put Bill Burr there just yet. Damn it, Don Rickles. It is. It is what it is.
My top 3, I try not to watch. Honestly, I try not to watch comedy, but I'm going to go with people who make me laugh. Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
Dave Chappelle, I love the way he put his jokes together. Got to put him on that list. Who else? Let's see. Earthquake.
All right, solid.
Is funny as hell. And Cedric the Entertainer.
He's a funny dude, man.
I'm going on people who make me laugh. I got a long list, but those are the top 3 that make me laugh every time they perform.
Yeah, man.
Like that question. Thank you.
Appreciate you coming on here, Tiffany.
I appreciate you calling in too. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
no problem. Congratulations on
you.
your podcast.
Thank you
and
very
good
much.
luck
you.
with the podcast and any upcoming shows you have. Thanks, guys.
Yep, no problem.
Appreciate.
Have
Are
a good
you
rest of
real
the
quick?
weekend.
Are you watching on YouTube? Are you on the app? How are you listening to us today?
I'm watching on YouTube.
Nice.
Oh, awesome. All right, so you see the number and the all right, that's what's up. All right, she hung up. All right, well, that's not too off. That's
we got
a new caller.
Is Jackie
All right.
still there? Is she there? She's on. Jackie, all right,
Jackie,
see you later, Jackie.
All right. Damn, that's
Call from.
Another caller.
that doesn't say the penitentiary. We might have to.
You have a call from Janesville Correctional Facility.
Right. How
Like, yo, welcome calling. Yo, Jax, where my $5, man?
Right. Like, damn, I know
Hey,
they
yo.
said city to city.
Yo.
You had to know I was gonna call y'all niggas, man. What's up, man?
Hold
Hold on.
Who
This sounds like a familiar voice.
This nigga said it
Is
sound
this
like a
Ike
familiar
Buzz?
voice.
Yep.
It is, of course, baby.
Hey, what's going on, bro? Is that nigga
What's
from
up,
Utica?
man?
What's going on, bro?
Nah, I ain't from Utica, bro. Nah,
My bad.
nah.
You just lived there. My bad, bro. I got you. I know you moved.
I felt disrespected when you said that.
My
Like,
bad,
from
bro.
Utica,
My bad. I
Yo,
ain't mean
Ike,
to put
what's
that
good?
on you, bro. I'm excited. I'm just excited to
Yeah,
hear
what's
you.
going on, man? It's good to see y'all, man.
We
Shit.
got you on the list as one of the guests, man. If we could ever get you to come on the podcast, you already on our
You
list.
think we bullshitting?
Let
me show you
I
where
wanted
it's
to be, I wanted to be there. You don't be bullshit. Mike, Mike Terry voice still ain't changed, man.
Yo, Ike,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
How you been though,
What's
man?
good?
All the fam good?
Yeah, man.
Everybody safe?
Everybody good, man.
That's what's up,
Everybody
man.
good. Everybody safe.
That's what's up.
if
You know
y'all-
what I'm saying?
Real quick, Facebook Live, we talking to Ike Buzz.
Ike Buzz, man.
You probably can't hear it because you ain't go to the YouTube page, but if you go to YouTube, C2C Indie Radio, you'll hear Ike Buzz. One of the first comedians we started with, super funny. I know you miss it, man. I know you.
Of course I do.
know you miss it, man. For
Yeah,
real.
man.
You know,
Real
you
quick,
are-
for those
I
who don't
told
know.
y'all I should have did that Jenny Red show with y'all, man. But
That
like
would've been
Jenny,
dope, man.
shout out Jenny
once,
Red.
once we start talking about Sunday brunch dates and shit like that, like yo, I can't.
5 p.m.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Live
Like,
comedy at 5 p.m. on a Sunday.
Yeah, it's a little
Wait,
different.
yeah,
yeah.
I mean that's still the home girl, but
Right. I feel you. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you.
Yeah, man.
You was gonna say something to me?
No, I was about to say, for those who don't know, man, I mean, you hit on it. Ike Buzz was doing comedy before we got there. I remember my first time going to Wise Guys. I remember I didn't perform that very first time, but I remember in the midst of watching people perform, I watched Ike Buzz get on stage, did his 5 minutes, tore the room up, and I was like, damn, all right. They got comedians here. I was like, they got people, and I was like, I saw that, I was like, all right, man, I want to. Maybe he's somebody I could learn from, or you know what I mean. And, you know, he could be.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Helpful.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. You
Also-
know, fan first, man. We always been
Yeah.
a fan first, bro.
Put me on my first show, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we gonna shout you out, bro. Appreciate you.
That's what's up.
You got-
know, a lot of people tend to forget certain shit, but it's all
Yep.
good. I don't hold that shit. Yo, can I mention that Mike Terry's voice sounds nothing like he looks like?
Oh,
Like,
damn.
when you know Mike, if you know Mike like in person, right? Like
Right.
like dead ass. Like,
Yeah.
if you know Mike in person, it's like, all right, that comes with the territory. But hearing him on the hey, let me tell y'all something,
Yeah,
man.
right.
Ike Buzz was one of the first people that like really just looked out. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Shit don't match up. Sound like a radio host.
Yo,
Yeah.
you got,
Y'all have to call him.
that's what I told him. I told him, man. I feel like my voice don't even match up. I need to be. I need to be Douglas. Yo, you got any plans to
You
come back to
gotta
comedy?
listen.
Yo?
You gotta listen to jazz and smoke cigars to be on Mike Terry level. To have that level of smoothness.
Yo, Ike,
What up? What
you
up?
got any
What up,
plans?
Jack?
You got any plans to try to make it back into comedy, or
hope
what's
so.
going on with you? Let the world know.
Man, I'm just working, bro. Like I
Hard,
still
too.
write. You know, every time we talk, I tell you, I'm still writing this shit, but
Yeah, I believe you.
That's what's up,
Yeah,
bro.
I
It's
definitely
like-
believe you.
the spots here in Poughkeepsie, especially after COVID,
Yeah.
everything kind of shut down and shit. The only thing we got out here is this laugh it up shit.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
You be hitting that up though? Is
Yeah.
was it comedy club?
because they not like the open mic kind of
Okay.
spot. You know,
I got you.
so I might have to fuck around and create my own lane like I did in Utica.
You have
know
to.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gonna have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely gonna have
Yeah.
to. But I'm glad you still writing, man.
Hell
That
yeah.
makes me feel good. I'm
Yeah.
glad you called in and told us that. So I feel real good about that.
Cause I be seeing you working and stuff like that. I be seeing you posting and stuff like that. And I'm like, I hope he's still chasing it, man, or able to still do it and stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
man. I mean, this shit.
I'm always looking for that Ike Buzz comeback, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I like I said, I wish I did that damn show with y'all, man. But once that date changed, it was like everything else kind of threw me off.
Yeah, I
you know what I'm saying?
But we do got plans. We got
But,
plans in the
um,
works though, Ike, for you and JP Justice. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, she told me.
Yep.
She told me. So I'm available, man.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
it
that's
just
what I like to
gotta
hear.
coincide with this work and shit like that. That's
Got
it.
you, yo. That's what I like to hear, man. Good.
And that's Poughkeepsie,
Good, man.
Virginia, right?
Nah, New York, man.
Poughkeepsie, New York. All right, so I'm all fucked up. All right,
Yeah, man,
we
you-
can agree on that.
Nigga
Yeah.
said Poughkeepsie. Hey, Mike,
Yo,
man.
I'm not even from Virginia, and
I
I'm
miss you, Mike. I'm
Poughkeepsie.
gonna be real. I miss you, Mike. Hey, Jax, you know what? I feel like Mike needed us around just so. Like in the hood spots, you like, nah, man, he with us, man. Get the fuck out of here, leave him alone.
Yes.
I ain't know where that was going.
Yes.
That's fucked up.
Yes, man.
No, not in a
Not in a
disrespectful
Oh, I got
way.
you.
Yeah, not
I
in a
got you.
disrespectful
But
way.
just in case.
Just in
Just in case
Yep.
anybody fucked with him, it's like, yo,
Oh,
nah, man, what
oh,
y'all
early
doing?
stage.
Leave. That's my.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's
Right,
my
right.
dude. Leave my
Early
dude alone,
stages.
man.
Yeah. Definitely early
Facts, yo.
stages.
You know,
Facts.
that's
Yeah.
a fact.
What you at work?
All right, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. No, I'm home.
You chilling?
Okay.
Okay, all right.
I actually just woke up and was
Okay.
scrolling. I said, I gotta call my niggas, man.
Okay,
That's
so
what-
you
You
on
know what I'm
Facebook.
saying?
So you on Facebook then? You're not on the YouTube channel.
Nah. I was just
Okay, all
scrolling
right.
Facebook.
Yo, all right, well, appreciate you peeping
Yeah.
the number and calling in, bro.
I appreciate
For real.
you, man.
Absolutely, you already.
This
you
lets people
already.
know. This lets people know that they can call in, and it ain't no janky shit going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We calling in, y'all
Yeah,
showing love,
yeah.
and we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And for real, bro,
Absolutely.
once we able to get this grounding, get our ground a little more stable, man, we definitely want to have you on, man. We real
Oh,
serious
this y'all
about that,
first
bro.
joint?
Second, man.
Yup, second one.
Second one?
Every Friday.
Yeah.
Every Friday
All right.
at 1 o'clock, and then it replay at 5 p.m. on the website.
Yep.
All right, say no more.
Yeah,
say
man.
no more. I'm going to holler at
No
y'all,
doubt, man.
man.
All right,
All
man.
right, bro.
Stay safe.
All
Thank
love,
you for
man.
calling in,
All
man.
right.
Love you, Mo, bro.
All right, love y'all. Yeah.
Appreciate you, man. That's what's up, bro.
I completely forgot where I was at when
We were,
Like Will Smith.
he called in.
oh yeah, man. Say I look like Will Smith. I'll take it. It's better than what the blind man said. We got 56
Wait, hold
minutes
on,
and
real
counting,
quick,
man.
real quick.
We're doing pretty good.
We ain't got to touch on it.
All right, we ain't got to hit everything.
I wanted to do
good.
something because football is starting up.
All right.
I had to do this, man, because I know you love basketball, and basketball is over.
Yeah.
The Milwaukee Bucks, like, huh? Like,
hey, man.
Can you imagine being in a coma and then waking up and it's like Milwaukee Bucks are the champion? You'd be like, who? They got a basketball team? Like, what? Anyway, shout out to anybody who like Milwaukee Bucks, but it's about football right now.
Yeah.
I'm not a big football person, but I watch it because I used to play it. Mm-hmm. I don't have a favorite team or nothing. I know there's a lot of Dallas, Pittsburgh, and Philadelphia fans floating around in Syracuse in the upstate area.
Right.
So I just want to talk about real quick. I'm not even talk about it. I'm just making a little statement. Now that football season has started, ladies, leave your man alone. Wives, leave your husband alone. Just let him watch his sorry ass team. Just let him complain. Let him complain and do whatever he's gonna do.
Man's gotta have peace.
You know what I mean? The super fans, shout out to the super fans out there. I mean the super fans, the ones that get pissed when your team loses and you get mad that people make fun of you on Facebook and you get mad that they inbox you. I want y'all to remember one thing. You don't play for the team.
Right.
You don't play for that team.
One more time.
Stop getting mad. Stop getting mad that the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles lost.
Right.
You didn't play.
Right.
They played. They're the one in there getting tape cut off their wrists, in an ice bath. Meanwhile, you on the back porch smoking a blunt. Like, you didn't play. You didn't play. Stop getting mad. You didn't coach. You didn't run one snap. You didn't go get the ball. You're not the ball boy. You didn't give him any water. Stop.
He like, but I bought the gear. Nah, it still don't matter.
Okay, you got a man cave. You got a Dallas man cave, and y'all lost.
Right.
They lost.
Right.
They lost. Just be a super fan and stay in your place. Stop getting mad at your kids. Stop getting mad at your wife. Stop kicking the dog.
Right.
Stop coming to work with an attitude. My one job I used to work, Mark Halsey. Mark Halsey, if you're watching this. You don't play for the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Fuck you.
Never stood it up,
sir.
Your
attitude at work because they lost. Putting us through hell because Pittsburgh Steelers lost. You don't even play. You can call in and rant if you want to. Y'all know the phone number, 315-925-7262 if you want to say anything about football. It's up to you. I don't care. Get something off your chest. But I know y'all don't play, so relax, watch football, and shut up.
We are hitting towards the tail end of the podcast, so feel free to call. Feel free to call, man. Let's get some more calls on the way out.
This was fun.
Yeah, man, this has been a fun episode.
I needed this because I didn't get a chance to go fishing. This morning I work, I get off work at like 12 midnight.
All right.
So when I want to fish.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So you do 12 to 12 then. All right.
No, I do 1:30 to 12. So.
Okay. Still.
It's like, I want to fish, but I got to go get the kayak. I got to load it up. So I would have had to get up at 4, make it to the spot by 5, and then, so.
Damn.
I'm glad we had the podcast. I'm glad we had another positive day. We made some people laugh. We had some calls in.
4 calls today. That's a new record.
Had a road rage incident with a middle-aged white lady.
Oh,
like,
damn.
why are y'all acting tough on the highway, man?
Right.
He's 50. She got to be in between 55 and 60. We merging onto the highway. She doing 30. Bitch, we are merging on the highway. Why are you doing 30? And then she brake checked me. I'm like, this bitch trying to make me die.
Right.
She trying to make me die, man. As I'm going around her, she gave me the finger. I said, this bitch, man.
She was dedicated.
Shout out to the angry middle-aged white lady. You're probably mad because your husband don't. You
gotta have a limit. You gotta have a limit. Yeah.
So, I'm glad the podcast happened today. I'm glad we had some callers in. I'm glad. Shout out Austin. Shout out Mike Jones.
Hey,
shout out my man
man.
Ike Nottingham in the building. Shout out John Adam. Mike Jones. I used to work with him. He said Planet Moist.
Planet Moist,
funny. That's funny to me because
Planet Fitness.
No, we worked in a hot warehouse.
Oh, okay.
All day where it was muggy as hell.
Oh, damn.
And you get swamp ass. I don't know if anybody knows what swamp ass is, but your whole crotch area is just moist.
I
we called it Planet Moist. So,
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Planet Moist.
I call it sitting in a pool. That's what I call it. It's pretty nasty. Nah, man. I don't know. I want to ask one more question at least before we go.
Yes, sir.
Not that we're like strict for time, but I don't know. Just to keep the feeling light. What's the most random thing you've seen on the street? Like whether it's driving, just just generally, what's the strangest thing you've seen on the street? If you want, I'll go first.
You go first. I'm trying to.
This is some real junk, real story. One day I was driving Uber. Excuse me, that's not the right way you say it. Driving for Uber, and I was driving for Uber, and I seen a man riding a bike with a trash can tied to his back. That was a real story. Like real story. Literally had the trash can tied around his back while he was riding a bike, and it was just there. It was just there, and nothing happened. Also seen a crackhead directing traffic on Butternut. That was also something that happened. He was fully convinced he was doing the right thing too. He was like, "Nah, go this way." People was going the wrong directions. I was like, "Right, let it go, let it go, let it go. Let them just direct themselves. Fuck it."
I can't think of it.
It's not that deep, man. How the fuck do you just assume you have a job? You just wake up. All right, I'm gonna stop.
I can't think of one. I can't. Oh, you
It don't have to be on those levels. Let's see.
You stumped me, man. I can't think of one. Oh man. I know I see a lot of crazy stuff, but I can't think of one right now. That's crazy.
Let me try to think of another one.
Next week I have one for you.
All right.
I bet you I see something random as soon as we turn the podcast off and we drive down North Townsend.
Oh yeah, people, if you're watching, feel free, write that down too, man. Maybe you'll write down some questions you want to ask. What's the most random thing you've seen on the street? I know y'all got some stories. You know, I ain't the only one.
The most random. I'm gonna have something for you next week. I know I got something. I
That'd be cool,
got
man.
something. Hey, once again, C2C Radio and C2CIndieRadio.com. You download the app.
Yeah,
You'll be
man.
able to listen to the podcast. It replays at 5 p.m. It's every Friday at 1 p.m. YouTube channel C2C Radio. Type that in. You'll be able to see what's
Indie
going
Radio.
on. C2C, I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. We here together.
Indie Radio. C2C
Yeah,
Indie Radio on YouTube. You'll be able to see what we were doing.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, our replays at 5 on the website.
It's the second
Ken
episode.
and Mike hooked us up.
Yeah,
Second
man.
episode.
So we
Still don't have a name.
Still don't have a name, man. Feel free, throw some comments in the Facebook and the Instagram lives and the YouTubes. Throw some names out for us.
So far, the NoName podcast is leading the way right now.
It's leading the way, man.
The NoName
I'm starting to like
podcast
that.
is leading the way. Just in case, if y'all don't. Laura Shaw's in the building. Shout out Nottingham.
All right.
Once again, this is not part of the podcast. This is my behind the scenes.
Right.
The actual podcast is on YouTube, C2C Indie Radio. If you type that into YouTube, this will pop up and you'll see it.
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah, the NoName podcast is leading the way.
Best name we got so far. So help us out, man. Be a part of the experience. At this
Right.
point, we're just laying the groundwork, man.
Right.
This is
comedy. It's a comedy podcast where
Yeah.
we just talk about comedy and anything funny. There's no negative stuff.
Right.
I mean, you can call in and complain about some stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe here's this.
Uh-oh.
This is what I mean. I was in the drive-through. Dunkin' Donuts. No plug.
All right, yeah.
And the line was super long. And you know when the line is long in the drive-thru, you complain. You complain. I don't care who you are. You complain, especially if the car in front of you was taking forever.
Right.
So you let your. I don't know if you're the type. I'm this type. I let my window down so I can hear.
Oh, yeah.
Did they say welcome to Dunkin' Donuts already, or you just bullshit? Like I'm trying to hear. I'm like, what's going on? And she goes, welcome to Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, all right, okay, I'll calm down a little bit. And I'm like,
Right.
all right. But it's still taking forever. She's going, she's a ummer.
Oh, damn.
I can't stand the ummers.
Ummers.
It's Dunkin' Donuts. There's donuts, coffee, and bubble tea.
Yeah, right.
Why are you umming? Can I help you? Can I get a And I like to anything else? I was like, so I started going I'm doing it loud enough so she can hear me. So she moves up. I order my food. So I'm pulling up. She gets her stuff. She pulls off. I pull up to the window. I'm like, And then she's like, here you go. She hands me my food. I'm like, what? She's like, oh, the car in front of you paid for it. I was like,
Damn.
damn, I felt like a dick. Like, oh, damn, man. Oh, man. So I was like, trying to make myself feel better. I was like, oh, well, let me pay for the food behind me. All right, I'm going to keep the chain going. I'm going to pay for the food behind me.
$5.
And she was like, all right. I was like, how much is it? She was like, $13.99. I was like, never mind. Just give them extra napkins for you.
Right.
Give them extra napkins.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Tell them Jaxn sent you.
You're right. Yep.
Freaking.
So, yeah, man.
Yeah, this has been fun, man.
Always.
I'm definitely enjoying myself. Part of me wants to keep it going, but I definitely am a fan of quality over quantity.
Oh, we just went over a little bit because we started late. That's all.
Yeah.
Remember the power went up,
Yeah.
you know?
Power
Once
went
again,
up.
thank you, Mike Terry, for bringing me on board to the podcast.
I appreciate you
I really
coming, man.
appreciate this.
Shout out to Ken,
Shout
Mike,
out to Ken behind the
making it possible. Shout out Big Brother Darnell Terry, the plug, if you will.
Excuse me for a second. I know this is
Shout out C2CIndieRadio.com. Oh, you can find this podcast on YouTube Live. You can find it on the website, C2CIndieRadio.com. You can find it on the app, C2C Indie Radio.
Type it into YouTube.
Also, Jaxn on Facebook, TorrAnce Jaxn. I'm sorry, that's the name that's on there. He's doing the Facebook Live. You can watch it through there. Also, Instagram Live, MrJaxn1 goes Instagram Live. My Instagram, by the way, is Mike Terry 7, all one word. MikeTerry 7. Also, Mike Terry on Facebook. I won't be going live, but you'll be able to see my post about the good things I got going on.
This is a nice platform for us to speak our voice. Still have a way to get our opinions and topics across. Because we don't have a venue to do open mics for comedy.
Yeah, at this
which
point,
reminds me, comedians, if you're watching this out there, hit us up.
Yeah.
Come on the show.
Yeah.
Come talk about what you've been up to. Come talk about your shows. Come talk. You can even do a set. We'll let you do a 3 to 5 minute set right here. It's gonna be a little awkward with no laughter, but you're still getting some stuff off your chest. As long as you make Ken laugh back there, you're good.
Right. That's how we're judging our success. How hard he laughs right now. That's how I know if I'm doing a good job. But what do you got going on for you right now, Jaxn?
Just a couple shows that I'm praying to God don't get canceled. I got a few more shows to go. I got one coming up on the 28th with Will Palumbo. And then I got
shout out Will Palumbo.
I think I got 3 in September. Shout out Shar B in Rochester. She put me on the show. Shout out Yolanda Smiles, Joel James, Zach Edwards, the whole Rochester clique. Then I got what else do I got? I got it written down, but I got 3 more. I got 3 shows in September, and that's it.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna be relaxing and praying to God we don't go back on lockdown.
Yeah, man.
Wear y'all mask. Wear the mask. Just wear it, just because. I mean, once you get home, take that shit off and throw it. Like chicks take their bra off after work.
Right. I mean, at this point, just throw the damn mask on. We've seen too many casualties. For myself, I got one show remaining for this month of August, the 28th. It's going to be out in Albany, New York. I'll be posting about it. Once again, Facebook is Mike Terry. Instagram, Mike Terry 7. To find out more information, Tony Rogers is going to be a headliner.
Shout out Tony Rogers.
Juan Vidal Patin. I don't know how to say your last name, but you're a cool dude and you put me on the show and I appreciate it. Juan will be the host. It'll be myself. I don't have all the names written down in front of me, so I'm not going to try to remember them, but they're funny too. 4 other people. And that's it for this month. I got one with Will Palumbo on the 30th of September.
Okay.
I believe that one is at the Castle on Delaware. That's out in Walton, New York. If I'm remembering that. Or is that, shit, I also don't have that written. I'm going to be more prepared the next show. I'm going to give you that. I'm going to be more prepared. I'm going to have my shit written down, structured. I'm going to have credible information to give. But I got one show this month and one show next month so far. So that's what we'll be up to.
I want to do my shout outs again. Shout out Syracuse, us, obviously. Shout out Utica, Binghamton, Ithaca, Albany, Rochester.
Yes, sir.
Saratoga Springs, Buffalo.
Yes.
Shout out to all the comedians that I know. It's way too many of y'all, but you already know. Just off the top of the dome, Country Boy E Fudge.
Yeah.
What up, Ike Buzz called in. What up?
Hey, appreciate you.
everybody else. Sorry.
Syracuse comedy, man. Appreciate y'all. I know some of y'all sharing the post, promoting it. This podcast also. There's other people doing podcasts, man. We wouldn't mind plugging y'all's. Wine Boys podcast with
Deep Homie
Zach
K
Edwards.
podcast.
Yes, Zach Edwards and Gerald are doing the
Fish Guy Media.
Fish Guy Media with Josh Fish and Rob Fish out in Utica. That's their names on Instagram and Facebook. Billionaire. Has his own podcast. Well, yeah, you said Deep Homie K with
Phil Farda got a podcast, I think. Phil Farda? No? Am I tripping?
I can't co-sign that. I'm not sure yet. But if you do have a podcast, shout out Phil Farda. Anybody else got a podcast? Wait, Paul Wood's on the Deep Homie K. And Paul Wood is going to be having his own podcast pretty soon. I know he was going to be doing...
when he moves to Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah, movie reviews and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that. That's Paul Wood on Facebook. And I think he has a different name on Paul Wood Makes Stuff on Instagram.
Oh yeah, that's
funny, talented dude, man.
I think we covered everything.
Oh, shout out Dirty Soap. Was it Jay Moranti and
Dirty
Brian
Soap.
Lee Yachts? They got their own podcast here in Syracuse.
Right.
Talented brother. Been doing it for I think 2 years. They had a couple seasons with their podcast. So shout out to them. They gave us a shout out.
I've never been on it, but shout out.
They gave us a shout out on their podcast though. That was pretty nice of them. So I think that might be it. Might be at the end of our show. We don't want to leave, but we have to.
Yeah. Next Friday.
1 p.m. people, all you got to do is tune in.
Once again,
one more time.
C2C, IndieRadio.com.
Absolutely.
That's the app. Download the app. C2C Indie Radio is the website.
Phone number for the call-in is going to be 315-925-7262. Write it down. Throw it in the comments so you'll remember it. Tag somebody. Tag somebody. Share. Let people know that this is going on. Share the world.
People my age, 40 and up. People my age, 40 and up. Learn how to share.
Right.
You too grown to not know how to share. All right? That was another little rant.
Must be stingy people. If you're not sharing, obviously you must be stingy.
I don't know how you share it, man. If you don't look down in the right-hand corner.
Right. Look and push. That's the first instructions. Just look and push.
That's about it, brother.
Yeah, this is just me not wanting to leave, to be honest. I'm sitting here prolonging it. We're at the end, people. I have to accept it. I have to wait until next week to speak to you again. I've been Mike Terry.
I'm Jackson.
And we're out.
Peace.